Hi, Cal, it's Monday. Oh, low battery. Hi, Cal, it's Monday, and I'm only at 15% battery, so I'm hoping to get this entire video done before my phone dies. So it's funny you should mention the Boxcar Children, because I was sort of obsessed with it as a child. Like you said, there were 19 books written by Gertrude Chandler Warner, but what you might not realize is that there are actually like 100 books in the series now, and I had 50 of them. I'm not sure who actually continued writing them after her death, but they were all published under her name. So yeah, as a child I had, I think, books like 1 through 46, plus a couple of random one-shot books that were called Special Adventures or something like that. And not only did I read every book in the series, in 4th grade I wrote a knockoff called The Engine Kids, which if I find I would be more than happy to read, because it is literally an exact knockoff, except I probably swapped out which characters were the oldest and youngest. As you may imagine, it's a story about 4 children who come across an engine, which is completely different than a boxcar, out in the wilderness, and they live in it, and they end up finding a wealthy benefactor and living happily ever after. So yes, to answer your question, I'm familiar with the Boxcar Children. So covering more old news, your apartment is just adorable. I want to play in it with dolls. I mean action figures. And I did complete your challenge. I got the story up in time. I'm not reading mine here because it's not very good, but I do look forward to reading the rest of them on the site, so I'll get to that sometime today. Although there are a lot of things I'm supposed to get to today. I have to be working on my senior project, I have to be working on a linguistics paper, and I'm making a video for YouTube. Productivity. Although there are some linguistics-related things I wanted to talk to you about, and the first is the title of this series that I called it English Majors Talking, because, you know, it seemed appropriate, except now every time I look at it, I see English Major Stalking, which is something entirely different, and I can assure you that while English Major Stalking is easy, it is also extremely boring, and I wouldn't recommend it, so don't. It's English Majors Talking. And I never actually asked you if you were okay with that title. I just sort of assumed you would be. If you have any other suggestions, let me know. And then I wanted to talk about the word vlogging, because I hate saying it, or reading it, or seeing it at all. It's not a good word, vlogging. It's one of those words that started out as kind of a buzzword, and then actually started getting used. So I suppose from an etymology point of view, I mean, it is kind of interesting. It starts out as a blend of video blog, and before then, blog was already a clipping of weblog. You think I can get credit for this conversation in my linguistics grade? So what I'm getting at is that vlog is a really stupid word, and I hate saying it, except I don't think we can come up with a better term for it. Because if we did it now, we'd just sound like those people who randomly make up new words for things to sound edgy and cool, and that is not us. So I suppose I will begrudgingly continue to use the term vlog until something better comes around. No, 10% battery! So now that I got that out of the way, there's just one more thing I wanted to talk to you about. You see, I couldn't help but notice that your last video came in a little bit late. And I know you were in the process of uploading it, and you were suffering from slow internet syndrome, which wasn't entirely your fault, so I will go easy on your punishment. But you're still getting a punishment. Since you did have the best of intentions, your punishment won't be anything cruel. It'll just be random. I want you to draw a picture on a full-size sheet of paper from your favorite scene of Serenity or Firefly. Matt cannot draw it for you. So that's it for me. I look forward to seeing your video and your artwork in 4 days. Oh yeah, I also wanted to share with you my favorite line that I found in Looking for Alaska that someone else wrote in it. People who buy into their own uniqueness and mysteries are neither unique nor mysterious. This is why I love used books, particularly free books.